Welcome to our daily YouTube class. Today's topic that we will be doing is related to your topic of connectivity infrastructure from GS paper 3. We will try to analyze how an indigenization, basically Make in India program, led to transformation in the railway sector and how it is providing connectivity to the Kashmir region. We already know that the Kashmir region is basically a mountainous area where Himalayas are present, lot of passes. Okay, this makes it a challenging task for any sector to do well as well as provide the connectivity. So we will try to analyze how Vande Bharat basically is making an exception in this case. So first of all, let's start with this. First of all, we should know what is Vande Bharat. Okay, Vande Bharat, it is an indigenously designed and manufactured high-speed self-propelled train that is touted as the next major leap for the Indian railways, as in terms of speed as well as in terms of passenger convenience. Since the introduction of the trains, the Vande Bharat is also in India's first attempt at the adaptation of the train technology when we compare it with the conventional systems of passenger coaches hauled by separate locomotives. We know that conventional trains basically they run on diesel locomotives. Okay, these trains have been also dubbed as train 18. During the development phase, they operate, as I have already told you, they operate without a locomotive and are based on the propulsion system called as distributed traction power technology. The thing that can be asked with respect to your prelims examination also, the what Vande Bharat is also known as, that is known as train 18, whether they run with the locomotive or without locomotive. And the technology that is used here is distributed traction power technology, okay, by which each car of the train set is powered. So we know in this slide basically what is Vande Bharat. It is an indigenous designed and manufactured train under the Make in India program, that you can say, okay, which is a very high speed self propelled train, and it is India's first attempt to make a train set that is basically run without the locomotives. So how it is basically providing connectivity to the Jammu and Kashmir region, we all know, which is already that it is a mountainous area, which is a very challenging task for the engineers. Moving to our next slide, we will basically discuss here what is the historical perspective. See, the first railway line in the basically state of, or the formal princely state of Jammu and Kashmir was built by the Britishers in 1897 over a distance of 40 to 45 kilometers between Jammu and Sialkot in the plains. Obviously, this region now belongs to the Pakistan. Okay. So, but after partition, what happened that Sialkot went to Pakistan and Jammu was disconnected from the rail network of India. The earlier, in the basically before the independence period, if this is the region of Jammu and Kashmir and this is Pakistan, here it is, for example, it is Jammu, here it is Sialkot, the connectivity was provided, and through here basically Jammu was connected to all the parts of India. But since this region has now been disconnected, the rail map of India, or basically the connectivity of the Jammu region or this state, was also disconnected from the India. So what happened was that until the inauguration of Pathankot Jammu line in 1975, the railway station nearest to Jammu and Kashmir was Pathankot in Punjab. For example, just I will try to highlight here that This is, for example, Jammu and Kashmir. Here it is Jammu. We already know that this is Punjab, and topmost state of Punjab is basically Pathankot. So this was the nearest station that was provided to the this state, but then this line or rail connectivity was further extended to the Jammu region. Now this line, this Pathankot Jammu line has been further extended to the Srinagar and Baramulla areas. This line has been further extended to provide the railway connectivity in the region, and it is basically, this project is still to be completed. When this project will be completed, it is on this line that Vande Bharat will run. Okay, it is in this line basically where Vande Bharat will be providing connectivity or will provide efficient services. Now, what is the significance of this? The significance of this is, as we know that this train is high speed and self-propelled train, this will bring the travel time between Srinagar and Jammu region to 3 to 3.5 hours, to 3 to 3.5 hours from what is now basically 5 to 6 hours. Basically, it will cut the distance time between both the regions by approximately half. So that is basically, as we know, in today's time, time is equal to money. So this will save a lot of time of the commuters, of the business groups, those who are traveling on train, as well as basically what it will benefit the people of Kashmir by facilitating hassle-free transport. As I have already told you that until now the Pathankot line was extended up till just Jammu region. So all the people basically living in the different parts of the state, if they had to travel by train, they had to basically move to the Jammu region, that was the nearest station, and before that to the Pathankot region. But now when this train basically will be providing connectivity to the different parts of the Jammu and Kashmir, it will provide a hassle-free transport not only to consumers but will also of goods such as apples, dry fruits, pashmina shawls, handicrafts to the other parts of the country. Basically, these things constitute the economy of J&K. So we can say that these trains will provide what we say progression of the Jammu and Kashmir economy. Further, when the things basically will be easy for the business people, it will also provide the goods at the lesser cost and in the shortest time possible. So it will be beneficial for the both supply and demand sectors. That supply region basically belonging to the Jammu and Kashmir people, the businessmen, and the demand region basically that is the rest of country. So it will provide hassle-free transportation, provide propulsion to the economy of J&K, as well as basically fulfill the demand and supply conditions. Further, the cost of transporting items of daily use to the valley from elsewhere in the country is also expected to go down significantly. For example, we have discussed one aspect of this, that if the things have to move from Jammu Kashmir to all the parts of the country, basically that will be a hassle-free transportation. This will provide propulsion to, or basically progression to, the Jammu and Kashmir economy. Next, it will also fulfill the demands and aspirations of the demand region, because they will be getting the goods at less cost and in less time. But there are also some demands of economy that are to be fulfilled in the Jammu and Kashmir region. So goods from all the parts of the country which are in demand in Jammu and Kashmir region, they will also be transported to this region in the shortest time at the less cost that is possible, specifically for the business communities who live in the southern or the eastern parts of India. So what we can say is that not only it will bring down the travel time between the different regions of the Jammu and Kashmir, but will provide business opportunities, more profit, and services in a less time, and will reduce hassles that happen in the way of transporting goods as well as for the consumers as well as for the basically the business people. So further, but the things are not easy as it seems, because there are also some challenges that are associated with this project. What are the challenges? See, the Himalayas are young and geologically unstable. We know that basically Himalayas are prone to landslides. Okay, now climate change leading to glacial melts, further earthquakes. Okay, these basically things make very difficult for the engineers or for the construction workers, because it is a very challenging task to provide or to do construction in these atmosphere. Further, the Shivaliks and Pir Panjal lie in the seismically most active zones, that are zone 4 and 5 that you have must studied in your geography classes. Further, the terrain, as I have already highlighted, that the terrain is very difficult, and we know that Jammu and Kashmir witnesses very heavy snow in the winter seasons, which presents serious challenges in the construction of bridges and tunnels. So that is another issue. Next is basically challenges in the construction of high complex tunnels and huge bridges in the unstable mountainous terrain, when mountains are inclined at the level of 70 degrees or more, makes it a very challenging task. So we can say that the foremost challenge that is associated with this project, it is first of all that it is a mountainous region, okay, which makes the construction very difficult. And second is a climate. Because of heavy snow, the work cannot be done in the winter seasons in Jammu and Kashmir, which presents us with the other challenge, that is cost overrun. When projects will not be completed in time, they will result in cost overrun, which is not beneficial basically for any project. Okay, so this is what is Vande Bharat, what is the significance of this basically project with respect to the Jammu and Kashmir region, and what are the challenges that are associated with the project. Along with this, because Jammu and Kashmir is in news, we will also be doing a prelims question associated with this. What you have to do, consider the following statements. The first question is, the Khardungla Pass connects Leh and Siachen glaciers. Next, Shipkila Pass connects Himachal Pradesh with Tibet. If you have seen the locations or if you have just heard about it, you can make it a very good calculated guess, because Khardungla Pass is in Leh region, okay, and it is one of the highest, or say I think it is the second highest motorable road in the world. So Leh here is okay, but will it connect it with the Siachen glaciers? That has to be seen. Next statement is Shipkila Pass. If you have seen the location of the Shipkila Pass, you will understand that it is basically very close to the border of Himachal Pradesh. And what are the options you have? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, and none of the above. In this context, both the statements are correct. If you would have made a calculated guess, then answer would have been correct. So answer is both 1 and 2. This is all for today. Thank you very much.